want to lead a life of purpose and passion, you need to know and accept yourself. Astrology can give you some of the greatest tools to help you to find that level of self knowledge and self acceptance. And my Empower Hours are a great way to start you down that path. If you'd like to schedule in with me, you can do so through the link above. So, you want to be happy, you want to be fulfilled. You want more of the good things in life. You want enjoyment. You want an environment where you feel like things are working out in the way that you want them to, where you're getting along with the people that are in your life. And so you do what anybody would naturally do. You start taking the actions in order to bring those things into being. You make the necessary sacrifices to set your life up in a way that it's going to turn out to give you the best things that you can possibly have. But sometimes when we do that, the things that result from our actions are people that we don't get along with, situations that something is just slightly out of alignment with, or sometimes even a little bit more out of alignment than somewhat out of alignment. In other words, it just doesn't work. Or we find out that we're still not getting what we need from the world that we're trying to create, from the actions that we're putting forward. Then we begin to question all of the sacrifices that we've been making, the manner in which we've been steadfast and really done the right things. But we did the right things perhaps for the wrong reason, right? So, with the situation that you may be presently facing in one area of your life or another, perhaps you got into this expecting a little bit more out of it than simply doing what was deeply aligned with who you are, rather than doing what was righteous and noble as per the ethics that guide your soul. Instead, you went, if I do this, then I'm going to be able to get this particular outcome. And when things didn't start going in that particular direction, you began to look at all the little details of the situation. You dug deeper into why things weren't working out, what could have been keeping you from getting what you wanted, what needed to perhaps be micromanaged in order to make your situation a little bit better. And finally, you find yourself in a position where you've dug yourself into a little bit of a mental and emotional cesspool based upon taking all these actions that you think are going to fulfill your needs, when ultimately they're doing just the opposite. Thankfully, there's a real easy solution for this. You're looking too hard in one area of your life for something that perhaps might already be there. You're not able to appreciate it because you're so stuck in the process of doing and taking action that you're not able to appreciate what is already there and some of the good things that you already do have in your life. In short, you're not able to see the forest because you're too dizzy and busy focusing on the trees and all the little details that are out of alignment. Quite honestly, you likely got engaged in this particular process because of something that you cared about, because of something that you enjoyed, because of someone that you deeply loved. And now you're finding yourself in a position where there's less time or energy being connected to those particular things. In the background of this situation, there's something that you're working on for the long term. But when we want things, we tend to want them in the here and now, and the whole concept of waiting and having to be patient, well, we tend to want to kind of nudge things along just a little bit. Okay, we want to nudge things along a whole lot. We want it to happen quickly. We want it immediately. And so we begin to do, as I said, what anybody would do. We begin to take those actions. We begin to push ourselves harder. We begin to make sacrifices that we wouldn't ordinarily make, thinking that certainly if I do this, it could send things over the edge into a breakthrough so that I'm able to get the love that I want, the respect that I need, and the fulfillment and happiness that I think that I should have in life. But that fulfillment and that happiness is already there. You're not able to see it because you're so stuck in the doing. You're so stuck in the obsessing over how you can make it better, how you can improve it, when already there are some things that are pretty good already. And you do have that long term plan, which is going to help to make them even better. So, how to deal with this particular situation? Slow down and appreciate. Let things develop at a natural pace. Don't let your pride get involved in how things are working out or how they aren't working out. Instead, involve yourself in the actions that you're taking and the sacrifices that you're making simply because it's something that inspires you. And if it doesn't inspire you, then you need to take a look at that because we all deserve to be able to live a life that's much more meaningful and has a little bit of oomph to it, right? We want to be inspired. And all you have to do really to find that inspiration is to follow it. And when it's disappearing from your life, well, you need to take a look at what's making it vanish right before your very eyes and sometimes taking the action to rectify that doesn't involve quite as much of external management. It involves much more internal management. There's something that you're ignoring. You've got your armor up so that you're not able to really feel to the level that you need to be able to feel in order to recognize that on one level, you already do have what you need. You already do have something that you can appreciate and build upon, and you have a great opportunity to make something even better. And if you'd like a little bit of help developing that longer term process or even understanding the shorter term situation that you're dealing with, then I am happy to help you with that particular part of your scenario. And in order for me to do that, you can schedule one of the Empower Hour consultations through the link that you'll find above. That's going to do it for this look at Venus's transit through Ashlesha Nakshatra all the way from, I have to look at the day that it is, from the 12th, I believe it's up to the 23rd. I'll put it in the notes below so that we're able to know it, or in the title of the YouTube video. It's generally for about 11 days. And so it's around the 13th when I'm doing this. So it's the 23rd and the 24th. So until next time, please do take the very best care of yourself. Bye now.